Hello friends! Today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about garden planning. So I've started my garden planning with a swap over the new year because my heart is so excited that spring isn't really near, but planting is, because we start planting our seeds in like January and February to get ready for our spring garden, and then I'll start planting out in March and April. So I should disclose that while I like to plan out my garden, I'm a very whimsical gardener. I like to just put things in empty spots and watch my garden grow, and it's absolute chaos, but I always start with the intention of mapping it out. So I wanted to share what that process looked like with you guys. Also, with my pretty seed organizer. So I always start with getting my seeds out and looking through them, which is always the most fun. So let's see. This is a photo organizer, and so I'll do like one that's all squash, one that's like all beans, and put my packets in here. So, before I break everything out, I wanted to share. So you guys know this is like a new thing, my vlog. I haven't invested in like a tripod or anything. So my camera right now is stacked up on 2 honey buckets and a coffee mug. So, but when I dumped my coffee mug over, I have a 3.5-year-old daughter, and she is quite the alchemist, and so she likes to pluck everything. And I found in this coffee mug that was sitting on a table just all my little potho leaves, pothos, whatever it is. It's my marble queen pothos. We named her Queen Tialifa. Anyways, I was sad and I thought I'd share that with you guys. Back to planning, garden planning. So mine isn't as pretty as Whispering Willows or Roots of Refuge or Hey It's a Good Life. I believe they also use this method, and you guys all know I've made it when I get to visit Jess's farm on Roots of Refuge. Go check out her channel, she's amazing. Lots of inspiration drawn from her. So let's see, so those are my seeds. So when I sit down to do my garden planning, I'll start with a spring garden, which is when I'm gonna grow all my kale and lettuces and peas and cilantro and parsley and cabbages and kohlrabies and all of the brassicas and lettuces and like hardy leaf plants we plant out in the spring. And so, I think I'll walk you guys through my dead garden so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll do this. Let's go do that. The chickens got fresh hay today, so everyone's super happy. Hi guys. Hi chickens. Who's that? This is Chicken isn't named. Although we did name this chicken, I feel like in a new video previous, we talked about that chicken that's like black. She's an Easter egger. That's Blackbeard. But these 2 red hens we don't have names for. You guys should help us name them. This hen and this hen don't have names. There's the rest of the ladies. Happy chickens! So this is our garden space. It's kind of ragged right now. Was pregnant in the last garden season, and so a lot of this didn't get cleaned out. Dead trellises left behind, things like that. Broken pinwheel. Oh, my heart. So this is our garden space. There's 2 in-ground brick beds here and here, and then there are these 4 plastic beds. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then these 2 beds in the middle and an arched trellis. This year, we'd like to expand this space by adding mulch through the pathways. We're going to add 2 more beds back here, and then we're actually going to pull the brick out. This is the bed that I have garlic planted in, if you guys saw the garlic video. And then we're going to expand these beds out. So this bed will just become a no-dig method bed. We're going to lay cardboard down and add compost out right here, and then decrease the amount of grass that we have. So this didn't translate as well as I hoped it would, but I hope you guys can get an idea. So when you see it on paper, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's go back inside. This is what I have mapped out so far. I'm also a hand-drawn person. I know you can do this on the computer with great ease, but I am an artist. I like to draw. And let's see what we're dealing with. So this is my dream for this year. This is the patio, this is where the chickens were, and these are our garden beds. Right here, right now, there's 2 brick beds here and here, which you saw. We're gonna take the bricks out and expand this to a no-dig garden bed and add drip tape in rows, and these will be tomatoes, tomato cattle panels. So, and then we're adding 2 beds, one here and one here, and these are the already existing beds. So right now it's mostly weeds. When we moved in, the yard was completely raw, all bindweed and mallow and wild lettuce, and it's all just weeds. So our goal is to, and then, you know, like we're totally like a cart before the horse kind of person, kind of family. So we went through and added a ton of stuff before we set a plan in place. But this year, this is my dream. We're gonna add 2 apple trees by the chicken coop. We have blackberries here already. I'd like to get a cattle panel back here, complete this, add the 2 beds, and then add another cattle panel on these 2 beds for a trellis arch. So, which we already have 1 there, and we debated last year adding a second one, and I think this year we decided. And we'd like to mulch the whole yard except for a small grass area for picnicking. So those are our goals this year. We'll see what we can get accomplished. But after I write down my garden beds and I zone them, A, B, C, D, so forth and so forth, I come over here and I create my A bed. So I've drawn it out and I created a, I don't know, a map, I guess, with kale, mustard greens, leeks, and cabbage. This will be my A bed because it's a partial shade bed. This one gets more sun than my B bed, but still not as much as some of the other ones where I probably won't plant out till summer, where I'll put tomatoes and peppers and things like that. So once I draw out my veggies, you could just draw a circle or like a triangle or a square or whatever your skill set is. And then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I write it down 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know what's going in there. And most of these, the lettuces I'll probably direct seed. The cabbages I'll start in grow trays and then on my like grow shelves. And then the leeks, last year I planted out a whole tray of leeks. I'm going to try something different this year. I haven't decided if I'm going to direct sow or if I'm going to plant them in advance. So then here's my bee bed. We have blue scotch kale, spicy mustard greens, arugula, red romaine, and more cabbage in these ends. So, and yeah, and again, I just write it all down here. And then this will be my E bed, and I haven't gotten out the rectangular beds yet, but in the rectangular beds here, I plan to grow roots. Okay, so by roots, I mean like carrots, beets, rutabagas, turnips, and radishes. So in those beds where I'm gonna grow my spring vegetables, I'll do succession planting. So, and where I plant some things like radishes, I'll do succession planting. So like when the cabbages come out, I can put in tomatoes there, or I can put in peppers there. And those things will already have to be established because if in my season, I'm a 6B zone, in my zone, I'm a 6B zone, and so if I wait until my cabbages are matured and then plant where my cabbages, if I like seed sowed where my cabbages are gonna go, then I won't have enough time left in my season to grow a full plant. So when I put in my cabbages, I'll have things growing inside that I can plant outside when the cabbages come out. And usually I grow like a ton of tomatoes. I'll probably buy peppers this year because I'm not really good at germinating peppers, unfortunately. But yeah, I hope these visuals helped you. This is the first year that I've drawn the visuals. I enjoyed doing it, but again, I am very haphazard, and once I get out in my garden and there are bare spots, I'll just start putting seeds in wherever I want things to grow, and it's usually a mess and chaotic, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. In the meantime, I'd love if you guys shared with me your dreams for spring, your dreams for your garden, what you're going to be growing in your spring garden, and if you have some names for those red chickens. I don't know what breed they are. We got them this year. I don't know. If you guys know what breed they are, you should share with me and share a name. We had like 3 chickens before that were, well then wait. We had 3 chickens before, and instead of naming them individually, since they were hard to identify from each other, my brother just named them the preacher's daughters. And I'd love to have like a group name like that, like the twins or something like that. I don't know. Share with me your guys' ideas. And that's it for now. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am for your gardens to get growing. My heart is just stirring with the excitement of seeing seedlings erupt forth from the soil. And yeah, that's it. May the Lord bless you and keep you. And until next time. Hello, friends. Hi, guys.